Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Before I start, I'm a little bit out of it. If you're wondering who's on there, good old UK Scrapper. We got to get his time up, his viewing times. So if you haven't subscribed to UK Scrapper, subscribe. Yeah, just put him on autoplay, and he's in the background at the moment. My words might be jumbled tonight. They put me on a new tablet and I'm off with the fairies, basically. I've stopped taking it now from today. Yeah, it was emergency sort of tablet, but sleeping 36 hours doesn't give you much of a life, does it? So God. So anyway, yeah, I'm a bit off with the fairies at the moment. But anyway, what I want to talk about in this video, Road to Recovery, is there's two things. I'll get to the main point in a minute. I wrote down a list of things that I'm affected by after I've had a hemiplegic migraine. And I thought that I would put it in some sort of order, which is common sense. And then you can see what things I put myself through, or exercises that I do. I've had no help from the doctors. This is all just me thinking out of the box. And as I said, if you've got an illness, I just look at it as a puzzle, and you just got to try and just think for yourself. Unfortunately, with hospitals, we're just a number, we're just a tick in the box. See you in 3 months time, sort of thing. So in the description box, I've written down certain things that I'm going to be doing, and rather than saying what they're going to be, I've put them as coordination, things like that. You can tell my mind's not with it. I should have written a script, but I probably couldn't read it because my eyes are blurred at the moment from the tablets. Oh, it's a win-win situation. Get in there today or tonight. I hope the lighting's all right as well. So I thought that would give you some outline of, at the moment, what to expect from this series. And then once all the exercises and bits and bobs have been out of the way, because don't forget, this isn't just hemiplegic migraine, this is for migraine sufferers. Any form of migraine sufferers, I want to hear from you, okay? Whether you've had a mini stroke, a stroke, okay, some of it will be relevant to you, but not all of it. But or any illness that's you're suffering from. If it's too personal, I said before, if you don't want to leave a comment, then just email me and I'll reply. It's not a problem. I don't check my emails every day on this particular account, but I will get back to you. And also, I believe a young lady by the name of Tamara. I hope I remembered your name correctly. Tamara is from Australia. And Tamara, you left a comment, but something's happened with my YouTube channel that I can't read your comment fully. So would you be kind enough to either leave another comment or ideally email me what you were going to say? I could read the first few lines, but I couldn't read the full comment, which sounded really, really interesting about your neurologist, and you're a fellow sufferer such as myself with not just hemiplegic migraine, but familial hemiplegic migraine. So please, if you are watching this, I'd love to hear from you, and just send me an email. You can say more in an email than in a comment. So yeah, that's setting out roughly what we're going to do, or I'm going to be doing in some videos. And then after we've done, I say we, the royal we, after we have done it, then we'll get on to more in-depth things such as triggers, stress, tension, exercise, food, all that sort of thing, your sleep, photophobia, looking at computers, tablets, all this sort of thing. I'll be going into depth more, and if you've got an absolute banging headache, things that I use. But one of the main things that I'm going to do probably a good couple of videos on is nutrition, because that can help a considerable amount. But we'll go into everything in detail, and such as the eye, where does it hit in the brain? And yes, I'm not a doctor, and I put it out there now that I've got to put a disclaimer or something, but yeah, disclaimer that I'm not a doctor and it's up to you, yeah, what you think, basically. So that is outlining where we're going, where we're heading, and what we're going to be covering, and it is going to be over weeks. And don't be afraid to comment, please. The more people that comment, it doesn't matter what illness you got. As I said, whether migraine sufferer, that you've got cluster migraines, it doesn't matter what type you got. There is something with migraines that they don't understand them. They admit they haven't got a clue. So yes, I'm going to be probably travelling to, or having what you call calls on the computer with a webcam. You know what I'm on about. I can't think of the words. With neurologists, and yeah, I'm just going to be a pain, and I'm just going to see if I can get answers for us. And if you suffer from or have suffered mini strokes, let me know. If it's, as I said, if it's too personal, just send me an email, not a problem. So yeah, there's a bit of flashing coming from there, isn't there? Right, in today's video, I've called it Feelings, No Feelings. Yeah, feelings, no feelings, something like that. I'll think of something along those lines. You're thinking, Matt, you really shouldn't be making this video if you can't remember your words and you're out of it. I've got two things here, and I will add a third, but I won't show you that on camera because you might get a bit, oh. I've got cotton wool in this hand, I've got sandpaper in that hand, and I will have a pin or a needle as well. So what I've got to find out with my left hand side, my whole body, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be editing this video, because you might think I've got the body of an Adonis, but unfortunately I haven't. When God gave out bellies, I thought he said jellies, and I asked for an extra large wobbly one, and that's what lockdown does for you. My desk is falling apart, sorry. So I've got to find out where I can feel on my arm. So I've got to find out where I can feel on my hand. So I've got to put the cotton wool slowly amongst my hand, and I've got to go up and down. My wrist and everything. I'll go all the way to the top. So what I'm going to do is, that is going to be the front of my arm, and that is going to be the back of my arm. Front, back. I'll also do it with my leg and my foot. And so you've got the soft of the cotton wool, then you've got the rough of the sandpaper, and that are two opposite ends of the spectrum. I can't feel that at all. Nothing whatsoever. So we've got cotton wool, sandpaper, as soft as you can get, as rough as you can get, and I will put a pin in myself or a needle. I won't film that because, yeah, some people will get a bit, especially where I can't feel. I'll be pushing and pushing, and who knows, some blood might come out. So you're going, oh, don't, Matt, don't. So what I'll do all my arm, I'll do my body, I'll do my leg, and then what I'll do, I will draw on a piece of paper the outline of an arm, you know, the left hand side of my body, and I'll put it in different colours. So we could have green for, yeah, there's a bit of, you know, it's not too bad, there's a bit of feeling there. Amber, not too sure, and red is just can't feel a thing. And if we do that for the front, the back, same for the front and back of my leg, not just the thigh, but down, you know, work right the way down to the toes, underneath the feet, everything, even, yeah, my backside, because I've got to know where the feelings are. And then in a month's time, I will do exactly the same. There might be a change, there might not. And when you have some, say, stroke, for instance, they give you 3 months, I believe, from what I remember. We're going back many, many years now, to about 2005. When you have a stroke, I believe it's the first 3 months you will have to work as hard as you can, even though it's very, very difficult. Because after those 3 months, trying to get the memory to work and, yeah, with your body again, it gets more difficult. And then they say 6 months, you're usually stuck with what you got. Well, we're not going to put up with that, are we? We're not going to just sit back and say, oh, well, the doctor's right. We're going to say, what a load of tosh. We're going to keep on pushing and pushing. And until we finally get to that point where we know our limit. And as I said before, we push science, we push doctors, we push everything to the limit. And then we know what we're left with. And then we know how our lives will be and how we can live. So I'll crack on with this, and I will come back to you after I've done it, and I'll do the drawing and I'll show you the parts of my body that I can feel are a bit ooh, and then absolutely, yeah, nothing there. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, I got to do this because it's for my neurologist, and perhaps for yourselves as well. Done my arm and everything, but here I better do that for my neurologist. Here, that, especially on the, there's a little bone, just, yeah, it's close to the bone there. That tickles. My finger actually tickles. I got feeling. There. Sorry. There. It's as if it's in a circle. And it's the sort of tickle that I've got to go like that to release it. Rest of it's buggered. But hey. Little. Oh, it tickles. How cool is that? Right, I'll crack on with the rest. Well, yeah, a bit tired after doing that. It takes a lot of concentration if you want to try it, because you've got to do it so slowly, and then you're not sure, so you've got to go back over it. And was it, wasn't it? Try the sandpaper, try the cotton wool, try the pin. Keep going, and yeah, so a little bit. When you're going to do this, just be prepared that you're going to be tired at the end of it, okay? Now, it's turned out some interesting things. I haven't done a very good drawing, as you can see. But what it shows is that my triceps there have got no feeling, front and back. But what is interesting, remember I was like a demented puppy, like blinking Tigger, because that tickles there. Leading down my arm, the front of the arm, I don't know whether you can see the orange just coming down there, and it goes to the green. It's as if I've got a line going down with some feeling down the middle of my arm to that circle. The outside is dead. The inside on my bicep is completely numb, dead. So why is it cut in half? Which is strange, because when I did this before, my arm was dissected into three. I had feelings on my biceps. Then the middle bit, it was amber. So I had green for okay for my biceps. This is how many times I've done it over the years. And then there was amber in the middle, and my tricep has always been numb, dead. But I've got that little circle now of tickle where I can tickle myself. And it's like the beast has taken a bit of a turn, that the tricep is dead, yeah, but then why does it go down the middle that I can feel there to where I can tickle myself around there, but the bicep is dead. Can't do anything about that, not at the moment. My body is okay as far as I can tell. And my wrist, it's amber. There's something there, but then maybe there's not something there. It's in between, sort of thing, and that goes for the whole of my front wrist down there. But as we get to my hand, I've got feeling amber, feeling, not green, there on that part. But when I get to my fingers, that's green to my knuckles. From my knuckles to my mid knuckles, that's green, and then it goes back to amber. And it's the same for that. So I've got amber, green for my knuckles, between my knuckles, and from my knuckle to the end of my fingers, that's amber, which is strange. The front of my leg is one of those that I don't know. It's all amber. It's a strange one. Again, it takes so much time, and I've sort of thought, right, if it's not outright numb and it's not outright feeling, well, I go over some bits and I'm thinking, oh, it's amber. The whole of my left leg, the front, is amber. All my foot on top of my foot is amber. Okay. My back isn't too bad. I would say that. I would class it as green to orange. And if I was going to push it, I would say green. Yes, my bottom. We have to talk about these things. We are adults, okay? That's green. So, yeah, I've got feeling on my buttock cheek. I bet you're killing yourselves laughing with me trying to find a word or words how to pronounce, yeah, instead of saying my, yeah. But the back of my leg is quite confusing as well, because it seems all right. The underneath of my foot, dead. You know when a doctor puts the stick to see your reflexes, it's dead, just lies there, which is strange. So I can't really work out my leg at the moment. Now, is that because I've been in bed since, oh, don't even know what month it is. We're coming into April, aren't we? So that's January, February, March. I've been in bed for over 3 months. Is it lack of muscle use, as in muscle deterioration? Next month is going to be interesting to see on my leg how much feeling I'm going to be able to yeah, feel, basically. That it's a very strange one, and if you try it, you'll notice when you go over parts, you got to do this day after day after day after day if you can't feel your skin. It's boring, but you're being proactive. Doctors aren't going to help you. There's no magic wand. There's nothing. It's all down to you. Okay? So just do it. Be prepared to be tired after. Be prepared to be bored. And also do better drawings than me. And then maybe stick them in your computer, or what you call the thing? The printer. Yeah. If you've got a copier printer, just print off loads of those, and then just get your pens or whatever you want to use and see how you get on for the next month, maybe 3 months. But you've got to have a start in place to know, can you feel or can't you feel? What can you feel? What can't you feel? And then once you've got that, you can then work from there each day. If you haven't got the patience, it doesn't matter. You might do it just once a week, because with other exercises that I'm going to show as well, you might be so worn out, you just won't be able to face it. But do it as often as you can. And as I said, the first one is really important. So see how you get on with the cotton wool sandpaper and the pin. You don't have to do the pin. You just find out what works for you, okay? We're all different. This works for me. You can understand. Just use what you were happy with. If you've got somebody to do it with, excellent, you've got support. But above all, when you're on your road to recovery, like I'm on my road to recovery, this is our road to recovery, patience. That is what you need, okay? We're not going to run 100 meters under 10 seconds. We're not going to climb the blinking, I don't know, whatever mountain at the moment. Patience, baby steps. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, especially now they're lifting the restrictions. It could be quite a dangerous time. Keep your masks on. Don't want any of you becoming ill. Look after your family, friends, your loved ones, and I'll see you on the next one. And I shouldn't be, yeah, I won't be on these tablets because I've stopped them today, and I won't be like a demented puppy on the next video. So yeah. Thanks everyone. Look after yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.